Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Oakley Corners State Forest, US-5221. It's been a while since I've activated here. I figured I'd come out and do a hike-in activation today. I've been trying to get out and do one of these, but the band conditions haven't been cooperating, and they look halfway decent this morning. So I came out Trail 6 here. I don't know if you can see the mark right there. And I was going to set up kind of up on top of the hill here. I brought a little portable stool and a knee board and stuff with me, but on my hike up, I found this bench. This didn't used to be here. This is fairly new, and you can probably tell that's new wood. A concrete pad and everything here in the middle of the woods. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, so I figured, what the heck, we'll set up here. So I'm going to run the KX2 today. I've got a toothed and knee board. I'm running the Bamatech TP3. You'll see my coax sort of runs up around this tree, runs up here. There's my transformer. So I'm running a toothed and 9-to-1 random wire today. It runs up into this maple tree here and then down into the woods over that way. So like I said, band conditions look halfway decent this morning. So we will we'll see what this does. Let me get everything situated here. This might be a little bit tricky to do. So I think what I might do is kill the camera here, get this all set up on my knee, get everything ready to go, get the camera angle right, and then we'll hop back in. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I think we've got everything ready to go here. I am on 7.055. I've been listening for a few minutes and haven't heard anything. Let's check my SWR. Looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and call CQ. Hopefully you can see everything. It looks like you can. Sorry if the camera's moving around a little bit. I'm just making sure everything's in frame here. We'll be back just a tiny bit. There we go. See if we picked up the RBN yet. I've been having issues with the reverse beacon network today. Let's see if we got picked up. Yep, we're picked up. Okay, which means I should be spotted on POTA. And I am. Let me log myself in. Somebody got logged out of the Parks on the Air website. NTZ. Heavy Ontario. He faded. I'll take a 579 into Georgia. Granted, he's loop on the ground. He's got a great receive antenna. Well, that's 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We gotta get down to here. Well, we'll see what happens. It's nice out here today. It's Labor Day today, September 2nd. I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that, but I figured I'd get out one last time this summer and get an activation in, so. While we're calling CQ here, let's see what our RBN spots look like. KN4. I think it was KN4 TOF. Yep. It's a lie. He's really like a 4-2. Listen to that QSB. All right. That's 5. We need 5 more. I'm getting out pretty good. What was that? Gotcha. He's booming in. Gotcha. Hear how far off he is? That's how I was able to pull him out. Maryland. I think that's K4SP in there, I think. ISW. What? I heard a 4 in there. Is that Casey? Rhode Island. Ford is in pretty good shape today. 4. And 4DH. Adam. I got a K2 in there. Gotcha. I feel like he's Kentucky, maybe? He's in Pennsylvania. Botch that one. Heard it N something. Brian. He should be Rhode Island. Yep. He's a park to park. He came up a little bit. I heard a Z in there. Hey, listen to that QSB. Whew, listen to that. got a lull. You know what? Let's go ahead and call QRT. That's a lot. That was a pretty good run. Okay. So, conditions were pretty good today. I was running 10 watts. I was going to run 5, but I had the radio at 10 already, and I didn't mess with it. So, we got out pretty good. I mean, you know, we got, what do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in the log in 16 minutes. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, signal reports were good. They were all pretty much, for the most part, they were all in the 5s at 1.449. Other than that, signal reports were all pretty good. There was some QSB. I don't know if you heard that, but it was, the signals were kind of moving up and down on me. That's kind of typical. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, this is an interesting way to operate. If you've never used the knee board before, it's a little bit cramped. I mean, there's enough room to work. I originally was going to do this with either the CFT1 or the MTR3B, but I decided to go with the KX2 just because I didn't want all the peripheral stuff hanging off the knee board. You can do it with especially the MTR3B because it's such a small radio and I can run such small batteries. But even so, it's easier with this KX2. So that's something to consider. If you're going to run a knee board and you've got one of those little QRP radios, just keep in mind you're going to have a lot of, you know, stuff hanging off, right? Speakers and batteries and all that kind of stuff. So for this kind of thing, something like a KX2 or like a KH1 would be awesome on this setup. So let me go ahead and pop this off. Oh, there's a deer in the woods right there. Let me go ahead and pop this off my knee. Set that guy down. So yeah, like I said, all in all, pretty successful activation. I may hike around in the woods a little bit here now that I'm done with this. If you're looking for a pretty versatile antenna, this particular antenna is nice because it's very small. I don't know if you can see the transformer up there. It's very small. It works really well. Packs up nice. It's built well, reasonably priced. You could build one yourself too, but for what this one costs, I forget what it was, but it wasn't horrendously expensive. It's a really nice antenna. And like I said, it's hard to argue with the KX1, or I'm sorry, the KX2. It's hard to argue with the KX1 also, but the KX2 is a fantastic radio. It does have its issues. I've talked about them in other videos. You know, the knobs suck. The VFO encoder is not the best. You know, it feels like it's built out of an erector set, but the actual receiver and the tuner and all that stuff in this radio is fantastic. And it's so hard to beat this form factor in this package, right? I mean, it's an all-mode radio. It's got an internal speaker, internal battery, internal tuner. I don't need to carry anything else, right? So that's kind of why I went with this radio today. I have noticed lately that I've been slapping my field keys a little harder than I normally do. I don't know why, but I've been getting some bouncing on these TP3s. I might need to tighten up the magnets a little bit. The other thing is, a lot of times I key with the key sort of sideways. So when I do that, the inertia will make the other side bounce. When it's like this, it doesn't happen as much. But when it's up and down, a lot of times it does. It'll drive that key down. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to take care of. I had that problem the other day on the N0SA key also. For whatever reason, I seem to just be keying harder than I normally do. But at any rate, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Like I said, it's Labor Day, so I think I'm gonna hike around a little bit here. It's only, it's not even 8:30 yet. So I've got some time to hike around, explore a little bit. I haven't been on this trail in a long time. So at any rate, everybody, I really appreciate you watching. That's another one in the books. Now that work's starting up, I'll try to get out. I'll try to get out every weekend, but it's no guarantees. Once the bands get better during the day, I'll go out after work. You know, they should start getting pretty decent here come fall. So I will probably get out and do some more afternoon activations. And then once the bands get real good, we'll start to try to work some of the higher bands here because we're still, you know, at the top of the solar cycle. So 10 and 12 and 15 should still be pretty fantastic in the winter. So we'll see what happens. But at any rate, like I said, this kind of setup works great. You know, you don't need to carry a whole bunch of stuff. You're not sitting on the ground. Like I said, I do have a little stool in here, but I didn't need it because I found the bench. So yeah, at any rate, thank you so much again for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, until next time, 7-3.